Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I'm going to show you how to tame the Dread Stallion or Dreadmare on official servers. Pretty easy actually, it's just knowing what you have to do. I made a video earlier where I did it, and if you're using GCM there's a glitch, so I'm going to do it out of GCM, but I'm just going to show you it. So this is the Dread Stallion right now, and essentially the process to taming one is you have to kill one in the wild, pick up an altar, give the altar the requirements that it needs, and then continue that process until it's tamed. I'm going to show you and explain to you kind of like tips and tricks along the way, but let's go ahead and get started because this is what we're looking for. So on this map, the center, they tend to spawn on the outsides of the map. So there's a 145 over here. We're going to go ahead and go after that one just because, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and head over there. Now, I recommend a shotgun because a shotgun does a significant chunk of damage to them. And because they don't have that bullet reduction, that's why I use a shotgun for it. Now, the highest shotgun that you can get is typically going to work the best because turrets and stuff like that do not work for it. Now, the next thing you need to know, once you have actually located where one is, they don't spawn during the day, so you actually have to find them at nighttime. So we're going to go ahead and set the time to night. Notice how it just poofs into existence all of a sudden. Now, they do have a chunk of health. See how this one has 5.8k health? So this is something that you want to be aware of, and you will have to kill it, and it takes a little bit of effort. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But once you've killed it, you can go ahead and head up to its body, and you'll be able to take a Dread Stallion altar off of it. Now, the next step is actually pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and set the time of day to 10 o'clock so I can see again, and you're going to want to go away from your base. Now, why would you go away from your base? This is the next step, and this is why, right? So basically, you want to go away from your base because when you are near your base, this thing can actually have a requirement. Let's go out of GCM mode, and we're good to go now. So essentially what we're trying to do now, refill my stats, refill stats. All right, so now you want to place the altar down. Doesn't matter which one I place down, they're all going to be pretty good. We'll just plop the 50 down for sake of easiness. And once you place the altar down, it starts a 5-minute cooldown timer. Now that cooldown timer, what's going to happen is you are going to essentially have to use this right here. It can only summon at night. There's a reason I'm giving you time to do this. So when it does summon, you have 5 minutes to get whatever it asks you to get. So let's go ahead and change the time to night again. And then you said Dodo Dex is arriving, right? So now you see that 5-minute cooldown timer. Now what it's going to ask for is essentially something that can be used to get the boss on the map that you're on. It's much easier to do this on Scorched Earth because there's only so many things that they can request because they get Wyvern Talons, Rexes, Unis, things like that. This map is a little bit harder because now I've got to find a Therizino Claw in order to do it. So what you have to do is you have to grab a Therizino Claw. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn one in. Therizino Claws, and you'll basically grab that Therizino Claw, and you will offer the Therizino Claw, once you have it, to summon the female Dreadmare, right? Once I do that, it's going to spawn in the air, and you're going to have to shoot it out of the sky. Now, it's done the thing, it's summoning, it's going to show up as red. Here it is. It's going to try and attack you and kill you, and it's going to go in a circle. So you can kind of predict where it's going to go because it can only go in so many angles, and then once it dies, it's going to start that new process, and you can do this as quick as you want, right? So now I need to get a Sarcosuchus skin. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a bunch of these things ahead of time, because if you do not get them ahead of time, obviously, you're going to have to figure them out while it happens. Now, the other negative thing is if you let this timer go down to 0, it's going to spawn what it's asking for inside of your base. So that means a Sarcosuchus skin, it might spawn in a Sarco. I've seen, people are telling me that it can spawn in an Alpha Rex. It can spawn in a bunch of random stuff that is very high level and dangerous. So you want to be careful of that and get the stuff that it needs as soon as you can get it. Now the taming effectiveness will stay at 100%, then this guy will spawn in. And I can't see it, but I'm assuming it's right around there. You can use it because the taming bar will show up in front of it. All right, so there's 2. And then it says it needs another Sarcosuchus skin. So let's go ahead and do that. It'll spawn in the exact same spot. Now I've gotten to a point where you can pull the trigger because you know it's going to be right above you right there. And it's just going to keep doing circles. So that's the one kind of beneficial thing. You know where it's going to be, and you just take the shotgun and keep shooting it. All right, so now we need an Allosaurus brain. So again, this is basically just as long as you have boss tributes, that's all you need. It's pretty simple. But again, don't do it near your base, because if you don't happen to have what it needs, it will spawn whatever it needs nearby, and you don't want to deal with that. It's not a fun thing to have to deal with. All right. Ouch. That hurt. It hit me pretty hard there. So now we've got the taming effectiveness at 100% because we killed it quickly. And that's it. So once you go through all those steps, obviously higher levels are going to take a little bit longer. This was a level 50, so 3 times that for a level 150. And then you spawn them in. And you can see this is the DREADMARE right there. And you can either spawn a male or a female, depending on which one you killed in the wild. And you can see that I've got a male dread stallion there, male, female, female. So they are breedable creatures. And that is as easy as it is. Now, some of you are going to be like, oh, I don't have all the stuff on me. What I would recommend before you even try and raise yourself a DREADMARE is go out, get all the things that you can possibly need for a boss on this map. And I'll show you how you can check that. It's pretty easy. It's very easy, actually. All you have to do is go over to the actual drop right over here, find out what can be requested, go to alpha, and those are the things that it can ask for. It can ask for toxin, skins, sails, venom, talons, tooths, vertebrae, hook claws, and tentacles. And that is how you easily tame yourself one of them. Have all of those ready to go, and you shouldn't have any problems at all. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, teach out.